Come on. Come on. I know that's thunder. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video, another weekend vlog. Hopefully I can get everything done this weekend that I need to get done. It is Saturday at 4 o'clock. We just got back from grocery shopping. We went to Aldi, Sam's, Walmart, and we had to get a few things at Kroger. So I'm just going to give you, it's kind of mixed together. I'm going to give you a meal plan and a grocery haul. 2 weeks, currently 4 people living here, so if you're new. And I am going to share a simple recipe for dinner. Also, I'm going to be I want to strip my couch off this weekend, all the cushion covers, and wash those. I want to do some stuff outside. Currently, there's a line of thunderstorms coming through. It's supposed to be like stormy the rest of the evening, so I can't do anything outside today. I wanted to get this done and get in here before all that comes through, because it may be the rest of the evening. But hopefully, in this video, we'll get it all done. Also, if you saw I think it was my last video, Marion was trying to fix the light in here. We didn't have any light. You might notice how bright it is because we got a new light, and it's the outdoor light, so everything in my kitchen should be even brighter. So I love it so much. I set it to the brightest daylight. That's what I want. So it's great for filming. So let me show you all things that I picked up, and then I'll give you a meal plan. All right, I'm going to start with Sam's. We just got these. They look, I think they're new, but that looks really good, and there was 18 packs, so I figured we'd try them. They're like blondies, soft and chewy. And then we got some more tissues, and here's my Ollie, and there's Buttercup. Okay, and then we grabbed some of these croissants. That's some of the things we got at Sam's. And then this is all Walmart and a few things from Kroger. And then we did get a little bit more at Aldi this week, it seems like. I don't think I've ever spent over 100 at Aldi, but I spent 101 today. So we got these chicken breast cutlets. Those are great in the air fryer on a bun. Some pepperoni, meatballs, some of those skiff chains. I usually get beef and broccoli, so we got Mongolian beef. Got some Sonic Tots, my fave, and also some onion rings. Got 2 loaves of bread and some hoagie rolls. Got some of this Bluebell, no sugar added. These I love to have during the week for like lunches. You put the little piece of chicken in the air fryer and then just heat the biscuit in the microwave. There's something about it, the flavor. It is so good. I love that. Then I got Walmart. Marion always has to grab his Cabot, seriously sharp. Got some honey smoked turkey breast and some honey ham. Got some Roma tomatoes, a white onion, purple onion, and a bell pepper, and some bananas. And a few cans over here. We got butter, ricotta cheese. I only needed a couple cans of cat food. Got some corn, some Italian green beans, ranch style beans, Buttercup. Hold on. We love these. We had these growing up, and they are so good. I had to find this one at Kroger, though. Walmart didn't have any. Some rotel. Yeah, rotel. Ooh, I can hear the thunder. I think it's coming. 2 of these crescent rolls, some chili sauce for my meatballs, 2 little things of milk for Marion. He likes the fresh milk every time he opens it. Some half and half, some more garlic ranch. I've been out of this, and I love that. And a giant container of pasta sauce, 2 cornbread mixes, and some oven-ready lasagna. Some non-food over here, some hand soap refill, some air freshener, and Clorox wipes. Some quart storage bags, and then Marion loves, I think it's these he loves, but he can never find them anymore at Walmart, so he got this. And then when we were at Kroger, he actually found them, but he hasn't been able to find these in ages, and those are his favorite. And then he found this reduced, what is it, pecorino romano, just to snack on. He loves to snack on cheese. And then some fried chicken. Marion and Jackson will have this tonight. Mom and I are going to have what I'm going to make, but they won't eat it. So then we grabbed some more of these. He loves these with some guacamole. These are from Aldi and less than $2. and he says they're so good. And then actually I tried them and they were very sour to me, but he loved them. Some barbecue, and then these are just some cookies Mom loves. Got to take a potty break. And the tarp flew off. Marion, this morning he took a load of all the metal from the old pool and the trampoline to the metal recycling, and then he also took a load to the dump, so it's all cleaned up back here, but the tarp doesn't have anything to weight it down now. We like to keep that covered because it gets muddy, but it's just now starting to rain. Y'all gotta make it quick. While I'm over here, I'll just show you, we got some more dog food, and Mom loves her Dr. Thunder, and then Marion's Dogly right there. And then this is from Aldi. I got these chicken egg rolls. They were cheaper than the Great Value brand, and I think these are a lot better. Then one pack of these spinach and cheese manicotti. Some more coffee. I got a bunch of these for Jackson. Got some brioche buns, some salad mix, and then iceberg lettuce. I saw a thing online. This guy swears that these taste just like Chick-fil-A. So there's 2 different red bags of chicken nuggets, and it's the one with the striped box on it, but these were $7 something, and you don't get that many. So I hope they taste like Chick-fil-A. I got some strawberries and blackberries. They're always really good prices there. Some corn on the cob, some fig bars, confetti brownies, and coffee cakes. Marion's 3 faves. And then we got 4 packs of ground beef. I always find that this is cheaper and better at Aldi. 2 packs of mozzarella, 2 sharp cheddar, and some sliced provolone, and some guacamole singles. Come on. Come on. I know that's thunder. Buttercup, come on. I don't know if she's ever heard thunder before. It's kind of our first thunderstorm. I always, you know what I say, I love sitting out here on my porch watching the storms. It's my favorite. And it has cooled off so much. It feels so nice. It's supposed to be kind of like rainy all evening. Okay, here's my meal planner. I'm going to go ahead and do it now because I always forget after I put everything away. So this coming week, so this is for 2 weeks, but this coming week, all our family is coming in for some graduations. My niece is graduating college, my nephew's graduating high school, and my sister from California is flying in, and then of course my sister from the Bahamas because it's her kids graduating. So we have a couple graduation parties, also Mother's Day. This is also with family in town. I don't always know the plan, so I went ahead and planned for meals, but some of these may carry over. So I'm gonna make tacos one night. I made it simple just because it's gonna be kind of crazy. So tacos, we'll have that like beef and broccoli and some rice and egg rolls and stuff. So Chinese. I still have a bunch of smash burgers. We'll have sloppy joes, breakfast for dinner, lasagna. Let's see, and then the meatballs one night. I have a bunch of Parmesan rice that I made. That's in the freezer. We'll have those TikTok sandwiches, the Italian grinders. And then tonight I'm going to share a recipe with you. I'll tell you that later. And then I'm going to do little like pizza roll-ups with the crescent rolls. And then we'll have leftovers a few nights, I'm sure. And then also just grab some nights. I just say grab something out of the freezer and it's easy. But those should last us for the next 2 weeks. All right, I'm going to sample one of these just to see if they're any good. You don't get a whole lot in the bag, but I'll just tell you what I think. They're way smaller than I thought. If you've had those little mini Pillsbury cookies, I mean, that's kind of exactly what it tastes like. They're good. All right, it is time for dinner, and I'm going to share a recipe with you. I've never made this before, but I've made very similar things. And this is one of those meals that you just prepare it and then pop it in the oven. And I love those kind of meals on a busy night. So it's called Cowboy casserole, and I'll type it out down below. The only things I'm going to do different is I'm adding onion because my mom and I love onion, and it calls for 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I'm just using 1 pound. I never use 1.5 pounds. So it calls for the little jiffy boxes of cornbread. So that's what I got. I usually get Krusties, but these are a little bit, 2 of these put together is bigger than 1 box of those, so I wanted to make sure that I had enough. So I went ahead and bought the Jiffy brand. So you prepare the cornbread like it says on the box, and then you add everything to it. It can't be any easier than that. You mix it together, put it in the oven for like a half hour. I'll have everything linked down below, and I'll let you know what we think of it. So I was thinking a while ago when I was telling you about Mary taking the metal recycling, and I said we took the trampoline, and I had said in a recent video that we were gonna like maybe donate the trampoline to someone because my kids just don't use it anymore. But the other day I had Paisley here, and she really loves getting on it, and we just like hold her hands on the edge, and I was like, I'll just get up there and jump with her and just hold her hands, you know, in the middle. And I stepped in the middle, and literally my foot went through it. It's so dry rotted, so we could not save it. So I'm so glad we did not give it away and then have that happen. So we obviously had to throw it away. It's so old. We've had a trampoline since all my kids, like we've just had trampolines, so many throughout the years. And I really want to get one of those like smaller ones that has the little net all the way around them for small kids. I really would love one of those in my backyard, but I wanted to clarify that. So in case you were like, hey, you were going to give that away, unfortunately, couldn't do it. Anyways, it is a few hours later, and the storms have been like starting and stopping and starting and stopping. And we might have to go pick Jackson up. He actually went rock climbing with Elena today at this place in town. It's an indoor, thankfully, because the weather is not cooperating if it was outdoors. But she sent me a video of him. He had so much fun. So I'm just browning the ground beef and onion, and I'm going to add some taco seasoning to that. And then these are the other ingredients. We have these. We're going to prepare that. And then we have ranch style beans. And if you don't have ranch style beans, I don't know what to tell you, because these are the best. Like, I don't know what other beans would be comparable, but they're just like pinto beans. It's just the flavor of them is so good. So if you can find these, definitely use those. And then we're gonna put those in undrained, and also some rotel undrained, but I'm gonna drain this one. And then we're gonna add some cheese. It says a cup. That's a little more, but you can't really have too much cheese. Woo! You can't go out there, I'm sorry. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and type this recipe down in the description box for anybody that is interested, but I will go ahead and give you a spoiler. I did not really like it. I think later in the video I said I gave it a 5 out of 10. Really, it was more like a 2 or 3 out of 10. It was the consistency. It was just not, it was not great. So I do share with you another way that you could do this, and I'll type that recipe out in the description box too, because that would be a whole lot better than this. So sometimes you try a new recipe and it's just a fail and you don't want to make it again, and I debated whether I should even share it, but you know, it's just part of my day and part of real life. So sometimes you just don't like them. My mom was like, no, it's really good. Of course, you know, she was probably trying to be nice, but if you made it and you just layered it together rather than mixing it together, I think it would be way, way better. And I would consider making it, but most likely I won't make this recipe again. So try it at your own risk, but you know, maybe there's a variation that you could try that you might like. It had a really good flavor, and I really loved the meat and vegetables, and just like I said, just separating them, it would have been so much better. Alright, so this said 25 to 30, so I did 27 minutes, and it's definitely darker than I thought it would be. Next time, I think I'll put cheese on top too, but it's been sitting for like 10 minutes. So I'm going to cut into it. It's really hot. So after eating a few more bites, definitely would put cheese on top. It's a very good flavor, but to me it's a strange consistency. Like it isn't done enough. I'm going to give it about a 5 out of 10. If it had cheese on top, probably like a 7 out of 10. And that's a whole lot left over. What do you think you're doing? Hey. Do it. You're not a person. You stop it. I'm making some cinnamon rolls for dessert. This is a pie dish that was my grandma's, and I always get questions every time I use it, so yeah, it was hers, and it's so pretty. So I was just discussing with Mary and my mom. I do have a recipe that's a lot like this. I think it's called Quick Taco Bake, and you actually use bisquick instead of cornbread, and you don't mix it all together. You just put the meat mixture, and then you put cheese over that, and then you put the bisquick over that. So if you did that with the cornbread, it would be better. I won't make this one again with cornbread unless I do it like that. Mixing it together just wasn't my thing, but we got a whole lot to eat, so probably won't be eating all that. I'll probably be throwing some of that away. But I got some cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna go rent a movie and sit down and watch that, and I'll catch back up tomorrow. Alright, so it is Sunday afternoon now. It's like 2:15. I'm gonna have to leave pretty soon and take Jackson somewhere, but before I do that, I've been running around all day long. I want to I don't know if I'll have time before we leave, but I want to strip my couch off, the cushion covers off today, and wash those. And then I'm going to go outside and leaf blow the patio. But I do need to wait a little bit longer because everything is still kind of wet. So it's been sunny today though and windy. So hopefully it will dry it out enough that I can blow off all the hollyberry leaves. And then the pollen, it's just been terrible. And I really want to, be able to sit out there and enjoy that. And I really want to get the couch clean today. And then I have multiple loads of laundry. So that's what's going to happen today. Anyway, I need to get changed from my dress and get on some better clothes for doing some stuff around here. But I don't know if I have time to strip the couch cushions off. I'll see. I might do that before we go and just it takes 2 loads to actually wash them all. So, and then I've probably got 2 to 3 loads of actual laundry. All right, I got changed. I'm gonna go ahead and take the bottom cushions off and put those in the wash before I have to run out. And then when I get back, we'll do the top. That's more of a process. So my couch cushions the covers, they all come off, and you can see that there's like black plastic in them, and that's because Buttercup, being a puppy, still sometimes has accidents, and I can't risk her like ruining my couch cushions. So we actually put these plastic bags inside the covers, and they fit perfectly, and they actually make it so much easier to take the covers off and on. And honestly, she did actually pee on my couch one time, and it saved the cushions. So I was very glad to have them. So that's why there's black plastic bags, and they are a little crinkly when you sit on them, but it's better than me losing my couch or having to replace it or something. And this is only temporarily. It's only temporary while she's living here. When she moves out, I won't have to worry about that. But for now, we just have plastic bags over them. And like I said, it makes it so much easier to put them off and on. They do kind of slide up a little bit. So I'm going to try and really be good about washing my couch covers at once a month, because it just makes such a difference in how they feel. All right, I just it's been a while. I had to take Jackson, and then I had to run to the store. Just put them in the dryer, and I'm going to go take the tops off, but that's a process. I have to stuff all the stuffing into plastic bags and then try and keep them in order. to restuff them. It's a process. It's a lot longer to take them out than to put them back in. I'll show you what I do, but I'm just going to go in there right now. I'm not going to probably film it because it's a good 15 minutes, but I'm going to put it all in plastic bags, and then it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
So I apologize. You'll probably hear Buttercup barking in the background, but this is my life these days. I did want to show you just how I did this. I just have to take all the stuffing out and put it into a trash bag. I tried to keep them separated so that I would know, because some cushions are bigger than others, but I lined them all up and then I left, and when I came back, Buttercup had gotten up there and like messed them all up. So you'll see when I'm stuffing them that some of them are too full, some of them aren't full enough, so I have to kind of like move the stuff around, but it's a process, like I said, about 5 times in this video.
Got them all off, and then I took that cushion off too, so we'll put the second load in. What a mess, what a mess. I also need to vacuum it out. It doesn't all come off. This material like grabs onto everything and does not let go. Also, my black pants covered in fuzz and hair. But it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. Alright, I'm going to come out here and leaf blow now. We have, see the pollen. I got Marion pulled out the power washer also. I'm not sure if I'm going to use both of them, but I need to. I just, not long ago, got all the leaves from the fall out, but now these are all from the hollyberry tree that fall in the spring. See how it looks like a sea of leaves, and you can see it's still wet, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then there's a spot on my rug that's like just mud and stuff. I'd like to power wash also under here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. This is my grandpa's old leaf blower, and it is crazy strong, so it will have no problem getting all this. I just really want to clean it off so that I can enjoy this space more. But my window is open. I'm going to go shut that so stuff doesn't blow inside. And there's Buttercup. She wants to come out, but she cannot. Come on, Dodo. Oh. I have some spring pillowcases that are waterproof that I was going to put on these, but honestly in like a few weeks or less I'm going to be putting summer, and they are a beast to put on. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave these. These will stay for summer, and then I have these like popsicle ones that I'll put on those too, but I'm going to go ahead and just do that in a couple weeks. So I'm going to just skip the spring pillows this year. Also, this chair right here is going to be going to the dump. Somebody was asking, I think somebody was asking like, can't I just get new cushions? But the chairs themselves are just, actually it might be that one that's even worse. We were going to keep one and throw one away, so one of these is going to go, but for now Just going to push it back over here. But I'm going to power wash because I can't get all that off with the leaf blower. I'm going to power wash the pollen, the rug, and this part of the patio. It really comes really clean, surprisingly clean after we power wash it, but I don't know if I'm really wanting to do all of that tonight. It's kind of getting cold out here, surprisingly. It's cold. I mean, it's like 7 o'clock, so, but see, like all this really needs to be cleaned off. And I don't know if that's a job for tonight or not, but I'm going to go ahead and start. We'll see how much we get done. Push that button over there. It's not doing anything. There's a little fuse.
Still has power. Did I turn the light off? You didn't already have it on, did you?
No. Like it's literally like
I
it
mean,
just.
when I pulled the thing off, it didn't turn off either. So.
There's, yeah, it's like a die. Great. He wants to do it, so I'm just going to supervise.
So we turned on the power washer and I was going to do it. And then the little tip that you put on it comes with a couple different ones and it just kept popping off. And so we thought that it was broken. We thought that something had happened and it was just broken. We were going to have to trash it. But Marion found this other kind of like, I'm not really sure. He told me what it was for. I forget. But it's like a tip for it, but it's longer. And he was like, well, let's just try this. And it actually worked. The other ones weren't working for some reason. He says he thinks that something's wrong with them, but we were able to use this, so it's kind of like circular, and it isn't exactly what you're supposed to use for this kind of job, but it worked, so we went with it because it actually ended up, he said, being better than if we used one of the other ones because they're smaller, so this is like a bigger area to power wash at one time. So, and he was like, I'll just do it. And I didn't care. It wasn't a big deal. But if you're like me, there's something like so satisfying about power washing, it's just amazing. I love watching it. And so I've put a lot of clips in here if you're like me and you enjoy it. And it's so satisfying to see the before and after. And so the patio is nice and clean now. We like to do this once a year and give it a good cleaning. And now that our dryer vent is moved to the other side of the house because we moved the washer and dryer, we won't have as much like lint and stuff that kind of gets mixed in with the leaves and it gets wet and it like sticks, so it should be better. So we were moving things back and it's kind of like playing Tetris. We're trying to see what would fit. I really wanted my grill to fit along the wall and it did in the end, but we're just moving everything back out of the way so we have more room.
Come on, Boogie.
Ollie, you wanna go out?
Buttercup has been dying to come outside. Come on, Boogie Boo. You gonna go outside? Come on. Come on, Ollie. Marion decided he wanted to power wash, so I did not argue with him. It looks so much better when everything is dry. It's going to be so relaxing. We went ahead and moved the table because we don't use it often, especially not, you know, in the colder months, but whenever we want to use it, we'll just move it out. And it's so big, you know, it's not what we would use every day, but it's there for when we have like get-togethers and stuff. But we have all this space now to use like when Paisley's here and just to enjoy, and these dogs love it. So it still needs a lot of work, like, you know, under the stairs it's always a mess, and there will be tons more holly berries that we'll have to constantly clean off. But once a year we'd like to get out here and power wash it, just to give it a fresh, you know, clean before the summer starts. I need to go inside. I think my also when we moved our washer and dryer, this was our old dryer vent right here, so I couldn't push this up against here because it would just get lint all over it. So now the dryer vent is on that side of the house because we moved it, so I can move this and it feels much more spacious. But I need to go in there as soon as the dryer quits and get the cushion covers out because it's the second load in the dryer, and then I can put all that on. And also my hair is just gonna look the way it looks. It, like, the clip came down, so I just kind of like grabbed it and put it back up, and it looks a hot mess. Plus I've got, like, my pants are so dirty, so but I'm just gonna have to look like this the rest of the video. When I'm done is when I will clean myself up. right, I am trying to get away from that barking dog and all the noises, so I'm back in my room. I'm just going to close the vlog, but there was a little bit more I wanted to get done, but it is just late. I actually have been working on laundry. What time is it, by the way? It's exactly 9 o'clock. I've been working on laundry, but I had to get the couch cushions washed first, so I've got a load in the washer and a load in the dryer, and then I've got one more to do tomorrow, plus I need to do my mom's. So I will get that done, but that won't be in this video. But I wanted to just say thank you for watching. Hopefully this gave you some motivation. It was just a busy weekend. We have a very busy week this week with family coming in and graduations. Lots of things to do, so I'm not exactly sure when I'll pick up my camera. I haven't quite decided if I'll be vlogging or if I'll just be too busy, because I also have to find time to edit and upload, but some weeks it's just a whole lot. So but when I have something to share, I will definitely pick up my camera. So thank you for always being here and always watching, and just for all your support and the comments that you leave. I appreciate it more than you will know. Make sure to give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I love you guys. I'm praying for you, and I'll see you in the next one.